Hey everyone, welcome back to another World of Warships Blitz video. So today we're going to talk about the Republique line. And the two ships that kept me from grinding the line for the longest amount of time. The Lyon and the Normandie. Oh, these ships, I struggled so bad with these ships. Now looking back at it, I understand that there's a certain concept that you need to understand to actually make these ships kind of work, and that's picking your engagements. And they do teach you in some manner. They do teach you how to pick and choose your engagements better. And to me, that's the whole thing of this line is choose your engagements carefully, know when to kite, know when to push an advantage, know when to come out from if you're undetected, know when to come out from your stealthy position and absolutely just murder someone with the rapid reloads. These two ships, though. Let's talk about them real quick. And I'm just going this way. I was struggling, guys. I was struggling. I was going to try to do independent videos for each ship. And the Normandy, I went back into it, even understanding what I'm supposed to try to do with these ships, and it was just, oh my god, it was horrible. I think the best I was able to pull off was like a 35,000 game. There was one where I think I was dead within the first 2 minutes, and I think if I scraped past 10,000, I was lucky. So, the Lyon and the Normandy. Hit points wise, there's nothing to write home. There's nothing there. Their armor is tragic. Their speed, though, straight on full speed, is pretty good. Both ships with their engine accelerators up can get over 30 knots, which at the tier is, that's pretty damn good. Their acceleration is a bit sluggish. Their turn time, let's be honest, it's average at best. So, you're not the most maneuverable thing in the world. The guns. I mean, the dispersion isn't terrible on the guns, but I mean, look at them. The only advantage you get from going from tier 6 to tier 7 is you get what is that? About a half kilometer, a little bit more than a half kilometer of range on the guns. 22-second reload's tragic. Your AP alpha damage, let's be honest, that's not that good. Yeah. Your turret traverse is slow. You get these on the Normandy, those 139 mil secondaries with a 10-second reload. Oh, that's rough. Now, Lyon gets better secondaries, obviously. 7.5-second reload. A little more damage, better fire chance. They're usable. Lyon actually gets some AA. It's not enough to deter anything from striking you, but at least you get some. And your surface detection, both of them base out about 11 kilometers. Not terrible. I'll go into the ships a little more individually here with my setups. We'll start with Normandy first. Like I said, tragic turn time. Like I said, 22-second reload, nothing great there. I'm able to get the surface detection down with a concealment build down to 9.4. When you add the high grade colon, you're getting a little bit closer to 9 kilometers, which isn't bad. And you need every ounce of surface detection that you can get out of this ship. My build with the Lyon gets us down to 9.6. Again, you want to try to squeeze out a little bit more if you can do it. But like I said, these boats single-handedly just prevented me from grinding the Repub line. Like I said, even to the point now I understand them better, I still can't play them worth a damn. And I don't know, I'm sure most of you have just one ship line or one ship that you just can't play, and these are mine right here. They're absolutely tragic for me. Um, so I do have a couple games. I'm going to showcase a little bit of Lyon and where I was able to, you know, use that stealth to my into my favor and get myself into a good position to be able to actually do something meaningful for the game and the team. You know, once you get to Gascon, Alsace, Repub, I mean, honestly, I think it's that part of the grind isn't that bad. I enjoyed Alsace. Of all the tier 9s I've played, that's probably my third most enjoyed tier 9 tech tree. Duncan being the first and Lepanto being number 2. Alsace was pretty fun. I think I did pretty well with it. So with that, I'm going to pop up a couple gameplays, real short gameplays for you guys, couple minutes each. And, yeah. Sorry this took so long to get out, but this was an absolute tragedy for me to try to produce and do. So I hope you enjoy it, and here's your gameplay. Okay, so the first little bit of gameplay I'm going to show here is I just ended up sinking a bot here. But I kind of wanted to show the guns against Arizona, which that's a really tanky battleship. You can see that shotgun-like dispersion and lack of pen power without an APCS commander on this thing. But really, I'm trying to force this fight now because he was finishing up dealing with our bot Bayern. And now that we're kind of in brawling range, that's a pretty nice salvo that I was able to put on him. But besides that, I mean, like I said, you guys are going to see the issues here as I'm trying to deal with the aircraft carrier and the Arizona. And the turn time on it as I'm trying to dodge out, torpedo planes. And this is one of these things right here that I really needed this next main gun salvo to take him out. And I could have maybe survived the match. Now, I should be aiming a little higher. And this is on me because you look at all those shots I landed into his belt. So be mindful when you're aiming those main guns. You want to aim a little higher and try to get those shells into the deck. See, I was able to aim a little bit higher, get some shells up into the deck, and, this is the end of me here. But, able to farm a decent amount of damage off that Arizona, and give you guys an idea of, hey, look, it's a pretty tanky tier 6 battleship you'll be running into. I got one more I'm going to show, so give me a second, I'll get that one up for you. Alright, so we got a little bit longer gameplay here. So, I started off with some bot cruisers that I was taking out. And because of the shotgun-like dispersion here, you see I'm aiming for the Bayern, which is giving me broadside. And, I mean, you couldn't ask for a better shot there. Hitting 11 shells at that range. But I'm trying to push a flank on these guys now that things have cleared out a little bit. And they're paying more attention to what's going on my other flank. Basically, the only way I can get this ship to work is if I can just get. And this is where what you should be looking for in any game as a battleship. If you can find somebody that's distracted and get a little bit of a crossfire or a flank on them, that's the way to do it. And then, the oh crap moment as the AFK destroyer pops up. But I mean, these guns do good against cruisers. They're just, they lack some pen power on the battleships. Now, I'm not sure if this guy's waking up or not, so this is why I'm running into the island and kind of turning away. And I also got to worry about Huang Yi and his... oh, yeah, see, the destroyer did wake up. So we're just going to use the main gun to get him out of the game now and go around the island. That was my thought process with this one. Just run around the island. In case he did drop torpedoes. And I'm guessing he put them right into the island last second. Again, though, you know, I'm really trying to capitalize on these guys, on their focus not being on me. And it's the ideal situation if you're in any battleship. If you can get this kind of setup. But it's so important with these ships. And like I said in the intro part of the video, these ships, I struggled. I struggled mightily with these ships. You can see where I was aiming a little high there and hitting into the deck and at least getting full pens. And this is another thing, guys, when, you know, if I would have had another shot up, I'd be aiming for this Colorado anyways. That Bayern was going to go down. You know, sometimes getting the kill isn't the greatest thing in the world when there's damage to be had. So just keep that in mind as you're playing these ships, that, you know, use some stealth, try to use their speed to your advantage, and, you know, God, get through the grind as fast as possible, because, oof. There's another decent, you know, salvo where I was able to aim high and get a lot of full pens. But these two little gameplay snippets I got for you guys don't read much into the high damage totals, because I struggled. I was struggling so bad with these ships, and these are the two best examples I could get for you guys, showing a good way to play the ships. You know what I'm saying? So with that, we'll get the final little tally up here so you guys can see the actual matchmaker with the bots. I did better with Lyon than I did with Normandy. Normandy was horrible. That's why you don't see a video on it. But yeah. Hope you enjoy the video. See you next time.